the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Blue Devils offense will get the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Fires to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Demon Deacons offense has the ball for the first time. Offense getting set for 1st down. He wants to throw. He's going to go for a big one. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in. All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his man, it's Banks. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out and score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Demon Deacons look to keep this drive humming.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Looking to pass on second down. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Finds his tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what do coaches talk about? Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season?
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacs.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida State is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame.
Comes out throwing on first down.
They're trailing by 14 to Georgia State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
The kickoff team is out there after that last punt return for a touchdown. Let's see if we get another big special teams play. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bowman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is ready to give them a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to fire on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They're trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can... Ball is free. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. And the Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Looking for a gap. It's Newton. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. He'll pull it down and run. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. The Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Going up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy
going over the top. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. The completion well past the sticks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Camarda. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. And the Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo. They'll go right back to the run. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
You see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. And offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He makes the connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. Bulls his way forward. Powers through. He'll work his way down to the 28. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. The inside handoff. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, there's the ball. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get it, get the 1st down. And the Demon Deacons line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wake Forest! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The give to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Blue Devils are flying down the field. Looking to go up top on first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the...
Going up top. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Line gets set, first down.